Hello and welcome to this BuzzPod's unboxing of the truly beautiful Razer BlackWidow Ultimate 2014. Straight away on the front of the box, in great Razer tradition, we are presented with the gorgeous high-gloss large image of the keyboard itself, along with extremely bold branding at the bottom, which is sure to stand out on the shelf at your local technology store with that gigantuous BlackWidow Ultimate writing right there on the bottom. We also have some advertisement for the all-new Razer mechanical switches, which are not to be confused with Cherry MX switches, but more on that in a moment. On the top and sides of the box, we don't find much other than some Synapse 2.0 and Windows 8 compatible stickers. So still some nice graphics on the side, but not much of interest. Whereas on the back of the box, however, we find a beautifully illustrated cross-section of the new Switch and yet another large image of the keyboard with more specs listed in a very visual, nicely visual way. The all-new keys require 50 grams of actuation force, making them very responsive and tactile for an almost perfect balance between both gaming and productivity, whether it be smashing those WASD keys or wanting to type a lot of content very quickly with minimal discomfort. As we start to get inside the box, we find green colouring on the inside, this very high quality theme travels from both the outside and the inside of the box, which really adds to the satisfying unboxing experience that comes along with this keyboard, as does with almost all of Razer's products these days, as a lot of people actually compare them to Apple's standard of packaging. The keyboard is covered in a protective plastic shield which protects it from scratches or dents or any damage that might hit the box, but can also be used as a dust shield when it's on your desk. Also, the cable is neatly wrapped away in a separate compartment, which, whilst improves the look and tidiness of the package, does add some frustration when trying to free it from the package, as you can see on screen at the moment. However, it is doable, and once it's out, it's not a massive problem. Finally, for the contents of the box, we have a little black envelope, as we find on almost all of Razer's top-of-the-line peripherals, with the words "For Gamers, by Gamers" and Razer's website written in glossy black on one side and Razer's logo on the other. Inside the envelope, as we open it up, we find various documentation, such as a certificate of authenticity and a little note from the CEO of Razer himself. A quick start guide in colour, which is very good, and it's all you need really for setting this keyboard up, although I can't imagine you really need this guide, as all you do is basically plug it in and start typing, as well as some funky Razer stickers, which we have also come to expect by now from Razer, as they are also provided in almost all of their high-end peripherals. Now for the cable. As expected, is of an exceptional standard, with an extremely thick and durable braided cloth cable and a solid breakout, where the single cable breaks out into the 4 separate cables. All the connectors are gold plated, which, whilst may not improve the actual connectivity, will definitely lengthen the lifespan of these cables. Now for the keyboard itself. The whole thing is coated in a fantastic matte black soft touch finish, which feels magnificent. As we light the keyboard up, you hopefully can see how spectacular the backlight on this thing is, due to the individually LED backlit keys, as well as the green back plate, which enables the light to bounce off it, which in turn creates this truly jaw-dropping effect. The implementation of a back plate into a backlit keyboard is quite new and quite rare in gaming keyboards, this keyboard is actually one of the only keyboards I have actually seen with this implementation. The keys have a custom Razer font on them, as well as a soft touch coating, as we see throughout the keyboard. The backlight can be adjusted with the dedicated keys, the function keys, which also act as many different functions for this particular keyboard at the top of the keyboard, as well as the game mode, which disables the Windows key and various other keys which could potentially ruin your gaming experience, and as well as the toggle for the on-the-fly macro recording for those 5 macro keys which are found on the left-hand side of the keyboard, can also be launched using their dedicated function keys at the top as well. We also find basic media controls to finish off this element of the keyboard. As we remove the key caps, you will see the keys look extremely similar to the Cherry MX ones. But this is because they use the same caps, so that they are still compatible with all the popular aftermarket key caps, which you can also see in the shot. In this shot is what they look like when being pressed. Moving to the side, we find a USB 2.0 pass-through, as well as headphone and microphone inputs, which are plugged into your computer using those 4 cables which I showed you earlier. At the back of the keyboard, we simply find the kind of insert for the big thick braided cable, and on the left hand side we don't find anything. On the bottom we find a sticker telling you what this keyboard is, as well as rubber pads to stop it from slipping, which work extremely well, as well as little flaps to adjust the height of the keyboard, and these come in 2 stages. Anyway guys, as I leave you with this little marketing video from Razer to kind of finish off this whole unboxing experience, I hope you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe to the channel, as it really helps us out a lot to keep on bringing you content such as this. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you next time.